Okay.
Okay. Good evening and welcome to the Grant County Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for August 4th, 2025. If you would, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. You're good. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Okay, Mr. Clancy, would you give us a roll call for attendance?
Randy Atkins?
Here.
Bill Johnson?
Present.
Lois Jones?
Here.
Chip Long?
Here.
John Pearson?
Present.
Dan Young?
Present.
Ed Hartman?
Here. Okay. Next thing on the agenda is approval of minutes for June 16th, 2025.
Can I have a clarification on that?
Sure.
On the new business down the last record notes, it said June 16th, 2025, motion renewed and special exception without modification or removal of that stimulation. What does that mean? I don't know what that stimulation is.
Okay, it was renewed just as it was before.
For 2 more years? Is that the
Yes,
stimulation?
that would be it.
But I didn't hear that when we voted.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, so I'm understanding that in 2 years we vote again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I knew.
I don't remember it that way.
Well, I don't
No
know.
stipulations.
Hang on.
Yes.
So that's just a recording note. That's not what was said. What was said was very clear. It was renewal. And that word was used several times. So what it was is a renewal of the special exception that was given in 2023.
That was an emotion, right?
That was the motion, was renewal.
So review the video if you have any questions.
You're saying that I said, when I brought that up, that I said renewal?
Renewal. And we can go back and look at it. I mean, I can't.
That's the only thing, we can do it in 2 years, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be the same thing again, but I don't remember saying renewal. That's all I'm saying. And you can.
And I didn't realize it until I was doing the minutes, and I thought, I want to go back and see exactly what you said so that I can put it in the minutes
Okay,
correctly.
if you said I said it, I'll go along with it, I can't verify it.
You can verify it.
Well, we have to go back.
Watch the recording.
Yeah, I understand.
And so we don't have to approve the minutes if you want to.
No, we can do it in 2 years, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just don't remember that word that said that way.
And I didn't remember it until I seen the video. I didn't either.
We're saying we're doing another 2-year review
That's
again.
what it said.
That's not the way I remember it.
I don't either.
And like I said, if we want to go back and review the video to make sure, and don't let me overstep, Ted.
No, I mean, that's the way it is. If we want to review the video, I think you should.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. 'Cause if that's my vocabulary, then I don't remember it. Do not remember that vocabulary. I thought we were just going to get done with it, clean, forget it. That's what I thought. So I would like to review that. So I'd say, I don't think it should pass then without review.
I'm fine with that. We can bring it up at the next meeting.
So I make a motion, we table the minutes?
Yes.
If there's any other issues with them, I'd appreciate
it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, discuss BZA rule notification by certified mail. Oh, you have it as was not discussed. Okay, yes, that's right. We didn't get to that.
Do we want to vote on the motion and second it?
Yes, we need a second for the motion.
Lois, second it?
Now, is there any further discussion? Because the motion is on the floor here for us, but we can discuss the motion.
We talked about the motion, correct? But we want to know what, if we're going to go back in 2 years, what are we,
That's what we're saying
going
here.
back for what are we going back
That's what
for?
it's saying right here.
What
No,
are we
in
going back
two,
for?
the
Compliancy
special exception was renewed as it was.
as it was, right?
So in 2 years, we look at it again. Of course, it's good to note, according to the law, if anyone is not abiding by their special exception, they can be brought in right away. And it can be taken away, or it can be renewed. There's nothing that prevents this board from relooking at a special exception if they're not following the special exception conditions or rules that were, laid out in the meeting when it was passed.
The rule of occupancy, did we just,
Talk about the laws.
okay, the rule of occupancy, does he have a occupancy permit? We brought that up, but we didn't really go into that. So I want to make sure that we're saying, we'll go back and visit him. Does he have to have all this stuff, be in compliant with all the things that we said?
Well, I
or
believe
previously?
Mr. Glancy is working on enforcement
Okay,
at this time.
okay.
So we have a motion on the floor to table the minutes.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Can we have a roll call vote?
Randy Atkins,
Yes.
Bill Johnson,
Yes.
Lois Johnson,
Jones.
Jones, I'm sorry. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew it was wrong.
Yes.
Chip Long,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Dan Young,
Yes.
Ed,
Motion passed.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, on old business, we'll discuss the rule that we have in 541. Notification will be by certified mail with return receipt. We had that on June 16th on the agenda, but we did not get to it to discuss it. Mr. Glancy has proposed that we make some sort of a change because a lot of times the Postal Service is not getting the return receipt back timely. And if the delivery at the house is made and nobody is home, they just return the letter to the sender. Neither of those options work for us, but we're paying for the premium service. So, anyway, I believe you were thinking possibly we pay for, that we have delivered it to the postal office and it is registered. Is this correct? That it's registered? We get a receipt at the time for the packages or letters that we take to the post office, but we do not get a return receipt after delivery. But at least we have proof that we mailed it timely. Because we've had people show up and say, I didn't get notice.
But we've had trouble for years with the
Yes.
post office because they'd say, they put them in a box and then the box would get screwed over and it wouldn't even get delivered.
And we had trouble with our mailroom here. And that was why we were saying, go certified mail, go to the post office, get it, get the receipt. request a return receipt so we know it was delivered. Now, what do we want to do?
And this mirrors what the APC approved at the last meeting of them, correct? Same procedure.
And it's nice for the staff to have, you know, consistency between the APC and BZA.
It was rather expensive to do the certified mail thing.
Right, so it's like about $11. Depends on if you add the envelope and so on, right? Per envelope. And then, so that first set that we sent out while I've been here, the percentage keeps going down, but there's 22% of the returns were valid. You know, either they completely returned without a signature, you know, didn't get delivered, or the card that did get delivered wasn't signed, or there wasn't a date on it. There was something about it that made it invalid. So I only received back 22% of them that you would take to court and say, this is all good. And this is a valid return receipt.
So you got 22% acknowledgement back that they received the mail.
No, that would be valid in court,
Okay,
right? Either there's no signatures on it, or the date wasn't on it. There's several places to check off there. And I think we have a better success rate of just regular mail, because now you're having the delivery person having to go and try to get a signature from whoever's there. People aren't home. I don't have data for that, but it just makes sense, right? And so there's two options that I proposed. One is we take it to the post office and get a certificate of mailing, which then the post office gives us a certificate that this is the list and these are the mailing addresses that it's going out to. Or we can do that internally. And then that's a little that's cheaper, but then you don't have the additional review of the post office, right?
Motion?
I'm trying to understand though, we sent it regular mail and you want a feedback from them or a signature. How will that happen if they said, well, we didn't get it?
Yeah, we don't have a personal signature, but we do have the signature of the post office saying that it went out.
I think we've been through this before, that we wanted somebody's signature that the mail left here and to the post office even.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we're just kind of in a hard spot with this certified mail where the receiver has to sign for it and that it's dated correctly and the signatures are there correctly, is just not working.
So how much did you tell me that was costing us to send this just one package
Oh, I'm saying $11 for an envelope.
per envelope?
No, just a regular, I don't know if I have one here or not, just a regular mailing envelope with a letter in it.
Oh,
By certified mail.
Certified
By
mail.
certified mail.
Yeah.
It costs us around $11.
How many are we sending a year, do you think?
For what we did for the one cell tower, it was like $320.
And what was the permit fee that the applicant pays?
100.
So it
Yeah, like
costs us
100, yeah.
3.5 times more to mail than the actual applicant itself,
Mm-hmm.
application itself.
Right.
Why did we go, I don't know the history, why did we go to,
We had nothing when we just sent them first-class mail and dropped them in our mail room. And who knows where was the problem, the mail room or the post office? We didn't know. We kind of knew there might be a problem in our mail room.
So like, for example, for this, yeah. I'm trying to look for data. I'm a data guy, right? I don't have I don't know how to get the data on whether when we send it out to the people via just regular mail, how do we know if we're doing any better?
Well, at one time, we weren't even getting our packets.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
so I'm hand delivering those.
yes.
I know I get them there. Plus, they've been pretty hefty packets too.
Yes.
So what's being proposed is that we will get a certification that we have given it to the post office. Okay?
Good.
At a much more reduced cost.
Yes.
So we can say, we sent it, it's on the post office. That's what we can do now.
Well, again, we were even asking for a signature when it left the office here to see if it was getting to the post office. And we found out that part of the time it wasn't.
Box, yeah.
Things have changed since then, Chip.
Yeah, okay. But I just,
But we all, I mean, we want to be aware that, I mean, change the rules for the future too, right?
But if you go to the post office and you get a signed receipt dated, it ought to make it on time. Like you got proof that you did it.
Right.
That's,
We showed good faith effort in
delivering,
notifying.
yes.
On the post office at that point.
So do we have a motion now?
we have a motion.
I want to make one.
That's a motion.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we follow the same procedure it was adopted by the APC in regard to the mailings for public hearings and any other mailings necessary through the Area Planning Commission office.
Okay, and in detail, that means take it to the post office and get a receipt
Yes,
that it has been mailed
correct.
on such date. Okay. All right, so we have the motion.
I would second that motion.
And we have a second from Mr. Long, motion by Mr. Adkins. Do we have any further discussion?
So the motion was made by Randy
Randy?
and
Second by
seconded
Chip.
by,
Chipper.
okay.
This is a motion that we haven't had in a hearing, but we are making a decision. Is there any public comment? If so, come to the podium. Seeing none, let's have a roll call.
Would you like me, I mean, I have the specific language I'll put in there. Would you like me to roll through it? I mean, I passed it out
Yeah,
for the
that
last
sounds good.
meeting, but
That'd be good.
Yeah.
would that be good? Okay. And it's been reviewed, right? Okay. Such notification shall be by first-class U.S. mail with a certificate of mailing, USPS Form 3817, and shall be postmarked not less than 10 calendar days prior to the public hearing. The certificate of mailing shall be retained in the case file as proof of compliance with Indiana Code 3674604B and 3674920, and shall be considered legally sufficient evidence of notice. This rule supersedes any previous reference to certified mail requirements and public hearing procedures.
Thank you.
That's what we're voting on. That's the exact language.
Okay, you may begin a roll call when ready.
Randy Atkins,
Yes.
Bill Johnson,
Yes.
Lois Jones,
Yes.
Chip Long,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Dan Young.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion passed. Thank you.
Mr. President, I ask a question.
Sure.
So when you do that amendment, the previous rules, who's got those on their computer? Are they in the office?
Well, I know I've got them.
You have them?
Yeah. Do you have them too, Todd? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it appears then that that language that Mr. Glancy just read off would be inserted in 541. And then at that point, it probably makes a lot of sense to just have it brought back forward and then signed off on.
Signed off on the rule amendment.
Yeah, if
Okay,
that meets your,
that's fine.
okay,
Reprint and
so you understand.
sign it off. Okay,
Maybe at next meeting, have that presented then and get it approved and signed
Yep.
off on.
okay. All right. New business, we have none. Public hearing. Would you introduce the hearing, Mr. Clancy?
Okay. So this is a variance for 1 foot 7 inches for a side yard setback of a building on 517 West 9th Street, Jonesboro, by Gail Ford. Miss Ford is here. So the 1.7 inches of yard setback is, she wants to move 1.7 or 1 foot 7 inches closer to the
Property line.
property line than what's required by variance. And this was, I don't know if we need to go into why that's needed. Do you want me to?
I think you should.
Okay, so what happened was, there was a permit application made, and when the inspector went out to inspect where the site was and where it was flagged off, the inspector seen that it was too close to the setback wasn't correct, and it was too close to the property line. And so did not post a building permit. And then, I don't know if it was the next day or 2 days later, inspector went back to talk with the builder, to move the flags and so on, have that discussion. And when he arrived, the concrete was poured for this building. Okay? The builders knew better. He said so. He will, as I understand it, this is secondhand, that he would eat that cost and pour the concrete over and build the building 1.7 or 1 foot 7 inches over and meet it without the variance. So, Ms. Ford's been very cooperative, and really nice to work with. We've taken pictures, you see the pictures and so on. And then she would like to have the building here because there is a telephone pole in the way in which to be able to drive the car in and out. And so there's some other issues around it. There's also already kind of a drive right there. There's letters that was inserted in the package where the neighbors don't have a problem with it either. And so that's kind of the situation. But then the permit, yeah, and so then we need this to be able to issue the permit to be able to put the building up.
Okay, thank you.
No. Is it her time?
Yes.
Okay, now it's your time.
Oh, so I close it off?
Now, if you would like.
Okay, well,
If you would,
as,
sign in, please, on
yes, sir, as
Page
you
there.
have heard, I am looking to move forward with my building. I never have gotten a permit to put a building on my property before. This is the first time. I'm a lifelong member of Jonesboro, with a member, neighbor to the member of one of your committee. I've lived there at my place of residence for 33 years. I had my house built 33 years ago. It's my understanding I'm the only, maybe one of two new houses built in Jonesboro. They're not flocking to build houses in Jonesboro, but I had a house built in Jonesboro. My parents just lived down the street, so I have a convertible that needs a garage. So I came and purchased a permit on May 30th, and the young lady at the table at the desk, I believe she was new, and me, no experience as well. I said, okay, I gave her I believe $84, and I said, okay, now what? And she said, you're good to go. I'm like, okay. good to go. And she said, I said, well, what about the permit? Well, she said, it'll be delivered to your house and somebody will bring it to your house. I'm like, okay, where will it be put? She said, somewhere you can find it. So, with the weather being the way it was, windy and all that and crazy, I'm like, okay. And did it show up or not? I don't know. I never saw it, but could have gotten there and blown down the street. It's been like a whirlwind lately at that time in May, early spring. I made an agreement with North Edge Steel in Muncie on September the 27th in 2024. I put down a down payment for this building, so I've had it planned for quite a while. Jason Moore is my concrete gentleman, and I taught his kids in school, so trust Jason, that's Jason. And I spoke to him a year ago, I need some concrete, want to put this up. I had purchased two $15,000 houses in Jonesboro, and I've turned them into $100,000 houses, one of which I sold on Douglas Street. And the money that I made on that house, I wanted to do some things to improve my house. I've been there 33 years, and I'd like a place to put my little car at my house as well, and turn my garage back into my garage where I can park my other vehicle. But so that was my goal, and I, at this time, like Mr. Glancy said, I felt that I was following all the rules and doing everything I was supposed to do. So that was May 30th when I paid for the permit. Mr. Berryhill, I believe, was on vacation because Jason Moore tried to get a hold of him, and he finally got a hold of him on June 9th because the young lady at the desk had said something about a freeze line, and I said, Jason, don't do anything until we're sure it's done right. I don't want anything not done right. I don't want anything stopping this because I want this done. Well, come to find out, we waited, I think, until Mr. Berryhill came home from vacation, and Jason got a hold of him, and Mr. Berryhill said, because the concern was, do we have to have a footer for this steel building base of concrete? He said, no, we didn't have to do a footer. So we thought, okay, good to go. Again, second indication, I'm good to go. I don't need a footer. He's gonna curve it down and pour it, and he poured the concrete on June 12th. Beautiful concrete, did an excellent job. Very excited to be moving forward with my building, and went and got a haircut, came back, and Jason's holding his head, and he's like, well, you're not gonna be happy. I'm like, what? It's beautiful concrete, everything. Well, you're supposed to be 4 feet more to the west, to the east. 4 feet more to the east, and like, there's a telephone pole, it's a utility pole. I won't be able to use it. I won't be able to use the driveway. It's set up in a fashion that, and I'm a real estate agent, it's set up in the fashion that the base of it catches the wind and the protective sides on the other side. You know, you construct things in the state of Indiana so that they are most efficient. So I don't want to put the garage on this side and the opening on that side to the neighbors, and you know, I want to create my own nice little yard back there. I've been there 33 years, and like I said, I've worked hard to purchase homes in Jonesboro and make them beautiful homes, and I'm an upstanding citizen, and I honestly believe I did everything I was supposed to do, and as Mr. Glancy said, I continue to do everything I'm supposed to do. Put the signs up, and I've spoken to neighbors. I have no complaints from any neighbors. It will increase the value of all their homes. So I'm just hoping that you can allow me to move forward, put my building up, and use my driveway to get into my building.
Do you have any questions for the?
Yeah, I do. The construction guy with the concrete, is he gonna be responsible for you having to cover that additional cost to make that 1.5 foot?
You see, my understanding was it was 4 feet.
4.
So I was under the understanding, and still have been that until this very moment, that we were gonna leave that 4 feet on the west side and pour another 4 feet to the east side, which is 120 square feet, which is at a cost for somebody of $1,380 approximately to pour another 4 by 30 concrete. So I suppose he'll eat the cost, but that's, I guess.
Well, has he done anything in writing?
No, ma'am, I have nothing in writing.
Yeah, because it would be safer for you to get that in writing, that way he's responsible for that. I think you've done everything that's supposed to be done. This is on him.
Well, I understand that, but there's still a pole in the way, and the building is not gonna be a problem for anybody. Everyone has agreed that it's not an issue. Just put the building up, everybody says, what's going on? I'm 53 days in, waiting for a chance to move forward to get my building put up so that I can use it.
So what's the setback distance again? And
8 feet.
8 feet. And she's, the distance from the property line, what distance is she?
Yeah, so basically it's taking the setback from 8 feet to 6 feet and 5 inches.
Okay, leaving a foot and 7 inches. That's the variance.
Right.
Okay. All right,
So there's still a setback of 6 foot and 5 inches.
yeah. So what we're saying is that would be moving it the minimal amount, would be moving it a small and pouring a little strip of concrete.
No,
No, you'd have to go the other way.
no, there's no, if we give the variance, you don't have to support any other concrete.
Right, but if you didn't
Put my
give the
building up.
variance to be
Move
legal
forward.
and conforming to the setback would be a little strip of concrete. Am I following you right? We're gonna move,
No,
1 foot 7.
The concrete's already poured.
Yeah, I know that part.
Okay.
But you have to add on to the other side to move the building
Oh, if you
1
don't,
foot 7 inches.
if she does not get the variance,
Yeah.
if you do not provide the variance, then she will have to pour
Or a
more
strip
concrete.
of concrete there.
And you'd have to cut it too. You'd have to break it off, because it's already over.
Yeah.
As I understand it,
You
the
could probably have a
concrete can
side.
stay.
Yeah, you can have a sidewalk.
Yeah,
Can't
you
do
just
that.
can't have a building. You
Can't have-
can't have a structure.
You're saying we don't have to cut the cement, but the building has to go over.
Yeah,
What you're saying.
you'd have to add
Yeah.
a strip of concrete,
She doesn't have that strip.
19 inches.
Well, I did some calculations on that,
Okay,
and that's 80% right. You're only 20% off, or pretty close to 20% off. We've passed a lot of variances with 55, 60, or 17 to 15.
Oh, yeah.
So I say it's in close enough for 80%.
okay, so anyway, I was just trying to clarify what are the facts here
Yeah.
so that we all are talking the same
Yeah, I
language.
didn't understand
It's all on the same
building
page.
itself.
Now, okay, before we move on, are there any other questions? And you can ask questions of her later if you think of something else.
Well, I do have one more question.
Yes, let's go.
The utility pole
Yes, sir.
is still gonna be a problem for you, no matter what where that,
No, I can get my vehicle in
I
there.
understand that, but it's still right there. It's not directly in where you turn in, but it's there, a utility pole.
Right,
So I'm saying that's still gonna be a problem.
it's gonna,
If
well,
if you move the building over here, it's really a problem.
yes, sir, it
Yeah, but
absolutely.
it's
is
a
gonna be
problem here, but now you're saying it's a real problem.
Well, I
So we
guess
have
I
to
don't
know
feel
that.
like it's a problem where it is. I'm a pretty good driver. I
Yeah, but.
think I can back out
Yeah.
without taking the pull out. It's a little car.
Yeah, no, what, I went by your place yesterday. I saw your sign up. Very good. Is your driveway into this garage from the alley?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that made sense to me. All right. Anybody have any other questions? Okay, you may be seated. We may call you back if we have any further questions.
Okay, I won't go for it. Thank you.
Is there anyone here in opposition to this petition? Seeing none, we'll move on. This closes the public hearing. And now it's time for board deliberation. Do we have any further thoughts?
The cement is not what's, we're voting on, it's the building now.
Yes, that's
That's what I
right.
didn't understand.
Okay.
So now, to be in compliance with that, we have to put 17 more inches or 19 or 15 or whatever it is.
Yes.
Back.
And that does have its own problems for the building.
And then.
It's gonna
that-
break.
Then that brings in that,
It's gonna crack.
yeah, then I'm gonna, that's a totem pole where the utility pole is still in the way, that it's really a bad situation.
It also looked to me like it had a nice concrete coating on it. Is that correct? Yes. So, you know, as it sits, it is a nice job so far.
Be a nice building as well.
So, is there any further discussion? Okay, I'm ready for a motion. If someone would like to make one.
I make a motion, we approve the variance for Mrs. Molly Ford.
We have a motion to approve the variance. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Do we have
The
a
variance
second?
will be, I want the wording for that. The wording for the variance is, we're not worried about the cement now, we have to worry about,
Well,
they
the
don't have to
variance,
cut up.
I'm
Yes.
making a motion, we allow her to build her building on the existing pad.
Okay, but
Yes.
that's not in here, so we,
the 1'7"
so we're saying that
variance.
you can build on that 1.7 or whatever.
Yes,
Okay,
that's the
that's all I
variance.
want to know.
There were.
Will that
Okay.
change the size of the building?
No,
Will that
it's
change
same as
size?
the pad. Yeah, okay,
Same as the plan.
yeah,
Okay.
right now. Okay, without any further discussion, we have a motion from Mr. Adkins, a second from Mrs. Jones. Would you give us a roll call vote when ready?
Randy Atkins,
Yes.
Bill Johnson,
Yes,
Lois Jones,
Yes.
Chip Long,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Dan Young.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
we'll build.
You have your variance. Thank you for coming in, doing things the correct way. All right,
When can I get a permit in hand? Is it something that I talk to Todd later about?
Yeah. I'll talk to Randy Berryhill tomorrow
Okay.
and get him out there tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Okay?
Do you need me any further?
I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that at all. Now I do.
And that's good feedback.
Yeah, well, I didn't know the building was out of kilter, but the cement already been poured. Okay.
yes.
We caught it before there was an actual problem.
You caught it the same day.
Yeah.
Red. You
Yeah.
caught it the same day. And if he wouldn't have stopped for coffee, he would have had it. Right? Yeah.
Okay. Next thing on the agenda, new communication tower, Converse, Indiana, docket 009-25. Gentlemen, I was by your sites yesterday. I didn't see any signs up. I saw one pink stakes out, what looks like surveyor stakes, showing where it would be in the cornfield. I didn't see a sign.
Yeah, both signs were put out and pictures were sent to Mr. Glancy and his office at the time of signs being put out. Now,
Now, they are to be maintained by the applicant. I don't know what happened, but they weren't there yesterday.
Wasn't there today either.
Weren't there today either. Okay, so that's 2 visits. At this time, we'll have to delay till the next meeting. Now, I believe the next meeting, we already have some things on the agenda. Is that right? Which may be a lengthy meeting,
It has not been filed.
confirmed?
No.
Okay.
We have nothing filed for the next meeting at this point.
For these men, I was thinking of a special meeting in 3 weeks. That would give them times to maintain a sign for 2 weeks.
Probably a good idea.
Any discussion from the board on this?
Chairman, I'm not available in 3 weeks. If you're going 3 weeks from today, I'm not available to be here.
4 weeks, no, 4 weeks would be
4 weeks
Labor Day.
goes.
Oh, my. 2 weeks, the signs would have to go up immediately. Are you prepared to put up signs out there?
Do you know where your signs are?
Somebody's yard, somebody else's yard, not this yard. But no, I don't know where they're at.
No, like, I put the signs up at the night I picked them up from Mr. Glancy's office, stuck them in the ground, took pictures, sent them to him in his office for verification. I mean, with the amount of rain, wind, you know, I don't live in Green County, I don't live in Marion. So to tell you where they are, I have no idea, but I mean, I just have video evidence that they were put up.
So do you have video of him?
Yeah, there are pictures of the signs.
Wouldn't matter if they put it in the ground, took a picture, and then they're left. This is for the people around
Right.
to see it. That's what that's for. That's what we need, the 2 weeks. At least 2
We
weeks.
have to be notification for the people to be able to see it.
Well, I will be here 3 weeks.
Well, and we could do it in 2 weeks if you can place the signs tomorrow. That's about the best I can do to accommodate you is 2 weeks.
I'll be out of the country in 2 weeks, so I can't.
Okay. Just that we have to
Well,
have weeks
um,
after Labor Day.
I suppose the next meeting is September 8th. Yeah, be in contact with Mr. Glancy, if that works for you. If it does not, we can move later. Okay,
Do I have the authority to build a stronger sign that I know is going to stand up to either elements or, like, I guess I just don't know what to do if I put it in the ground and,
yes, I understand. I would, if I was you, that's a good idea. I would add some wood stakes that go deep into the ground on either side of that sign. Or, you know, mount that sign on something good and strong. Just to be sure, or at least more sure.
So it's September the 8th or?
Well, or he said he'd still be out of the country, I think.
No, in 2 weeks I'll be out of the country.
Okay, September the 8th is a go. All right, you'll want to confirm that with Mr. Glancy and be on the agenda then.
And if we're loaded that particular day, is there a way that we could start early?
Yeah,
Or we
there
could-
might be.
Or we could reschedule the APC meeting to start late?
Yeah. We'll have to look at what our options are because, yeah, it's, it could be a loaded meeting if that one big one comes through.
I mean, we want to try and make accommodations, but we have requirements also.
Yes, I mean, we could schedule a special meeting in addition to the 8th if we had to. Yeah. Okay. Next on the agenda is
Mr. President.
public comment. Just-
Mr. Glancy's asked me a very good question, and before his question, I was thinking about what Mr. Johnson said. I think he also makes an excellent point. It almost seems like it would be wise on some of these bigger issues if maybe Mr. Glancy could have someone from his office go maybe once a week and take a picture to prove that the sign's there, That way, you don't have to necessarily do it, members of the board don't have to necessarily do it. And then that way you've got documented proof that it is there. Maybe once a week, have them go out and verify that it's there. If it's not, contact the landowner. I don't know if that's something his staff has the manpower to do or not, but it seems like that might help solve some issues, because I think what Mr. Johnson said is a very important point. It's there for the neighbors to know.
Oh, yeah.
This way we have independent proof that they know. That's just a thought. That's issue number one. I don't know if you guys think that's a good idea or not.
I mean, if you have someone in the area and could swing by, that'd be great.
Take a picture.
And I have told both the code enforcement and the inspector, they have this address. If you're close, swing by. I don't tell them to take a picture of it necessarily.
The second issue then that Mr. Glancy had brought up in his analysis is the issue of co-location analysis. And Mr. Glancy had pointed out that that had not been done yet. And it's required by our area-wide zoning ordinance rules. So I didn't know if he wanted to elaborate on that a little bit more while everyone's here, so they don't get hit with that next meeting when that hasn't been done.
Yes. Oh, you'd want to be prepared for that, then have that submitted.
Say we have sworn affidavits from the RF engineer in the file, which meets state statute. So if your council believes those don't meet state statute, I'd love to have a conversation with them. Because state statute provides that if the RF engineer indicates why a co-location has not been pursued for a site, that is sufficient, and that is meets, that's state statute supersedes your local ordinance. And that has been provided, was provided to Mr. Glancy last week.
Okay, Mr. Glancy, I believe in our area-wide zoning ordinance, we are allowed to hire a technical consultant to aid us.
That's been superseded by statute as well. You no longer have the ability to, you can do that, you can't make us pay for the cost.
If you would, give us that state statute number.
David, did you happen to have the information that, because the statute number?
No. I'd be very interested in that
Yeah.
statute.
The railroad, have they contacted, is this the one with the railroad?
There's one right near Sweetser Switch,
Yeah.
which is also a public trail.
Yeah, and they need to contact the railroad because they need permission from them to be that close or even to be on their property.
The sites appear to be very close to the road.
Yeah.
But we want to be sure, you know, we're talking.
Interesting. Well, then we have time.
We have fall zone letters in there. I mean, I'm not to make my case tonight, but we've considered all of those things and prepared to provide evidence about why this is an appropriate location, given those things. So we're prepared, and those are in the file as well. That information is in the file.
Mr. Shanty, Todd, do you have information about documentation saying the railroad there okay with it or not okay, or do they know?
I haven't received anything as far as from when this report went out concerning the railroad.
They're a notice recipient. They're one of the notice recipients who have received notice, so given that your office controls that, I don't know that, whether or not they've signed for that and returned that, but they are a notice recipient of this. We have a fall zone letter in there which indicates that the tower will not interfere with the road or with the tower, with the trail nearby, all of which meet Indiana statute.
What's your fall zone distance for that? This tower's how tall again?
Towers,
It's taller than the last ones we looked at.
Yes.
255.
255.
265 is according to here.
With a 10-foot tower, with a 10-foot lighting arrestor. Yes, sir.
All right, well,
We'll get him signed in.
we'll get into those things later.
The fall zone is for 85 feet on that side.
Okay. All right, I guess we'll go into this when we actually have the hearing.
Okay.
See, this
Since he did speak, we want him to sign in.
This is good to know, though.
Just in
Yeah.
case. Yeah.
Yeah, would you sign in that
Absolutely.
we did get some comments from you?
I'm Russell, by the way, I'm Russell Brown from 320 North Meridian Street, Suite 1100 in Indianapolis.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. I've been for you guys in a number of years. Last time I was here, we had snowed out. Last time I was here, so.
Very curious
Can we
about that.
follow through with any negative comments from the community?
Yeah, that's it, we got 9 minutes. Yeah. Okay, next thing on the agenda is public comment time. If anyone wishes to address the board,
6.3, we're gonna, they're both of them?
they're both of them. Yeah, they're both of them.
Because they're saying, well, they could have been in the soybean field, but I didn't go in the soybean field.
Well, I didn't go in the soybean field either, but I figured if I couldn't see them driving by, nobody else would probably see them either.
Okay, so 6.3 is September the 8th again.
At this time, tentatively so.
All right.
Yeah.
10.
And at this time, we're open for public comment. If anyone would like to address the board on issues pertaining to the Board of Zoning Appeals, please step to the podium and sign in. Seeing none, that concludes our time, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Todd.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely. One more suggestion on
Okay.
the two tower issues. Seems like it might be appropriate just to make a motion to table those.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that would be.
yeah,
Let's make that our
okay.
next motion.
I'll make that motion, we table the docket 01025 and docket 012-25.
Don't mind adding for the reason that there wasn't proper signage notification.
As we learned, there was no proper notification of signs.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second by Mr. Pearson. We have a motion by Mr. Long. Could you give us a roll call vote, please?
Keeping me busy. Randy Atkins.
Yes.
Bill Johnson.
Yes.
Lois Jones. Chip Long.
Yes.
John Pearson.
Yes.
Yen Young.
Yes.
Motion passes.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a
No,
motion.
no, wait a minute, wait just a minute. Todd, did you have something to, about, Mr. Pearson?
No.
Okay, you're not ready yet?
No.
So we'll make a motion. Go ahead.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Good evening. We're done. Thank you.
You get your. Should be at the end of it. Will you throw anything on the last two? No.
I will be first on that other time. Go back.